So Starfield has a pretty big emphasis on character customization, primarily coming through the skill system, meaning you're going to be getting a lot of your character power and a lot of system and mechanic unlocks from your different skill trees and skill selection. And this means that leveling up, especially early on in the game, is going to be very important for unlocking a lot of these different systems and being able to effectively do a lot of the different pieces of content in the game. So I want to go over one of the best ways to farm experience early on in Starfield. And if you're enjoying my Starfield coverage, make sure to subscribe. This channel is solely based on Starfield, and we have tons of videos coming soon. And you're going to be doing this by farming higher level creatures. So the first thing you're going to want to do is go to your star map, and you're going to primarily be looking at all the red circles on the map, which are further away star systems. And when you scroll over them, it'll show you their level. So all star systems in the game actually have a level shown, and you're going to want to go to a much higher level star system than you are. So in the footage, I was around level 18 to 20, and I was going to level 45 to level 55 systems. So you do want to go to systems that are significantly higher level than you. And when you're early in the game, how you actually get to these far away systems is when you scroll over them, it'll show you a path through all of the different systems to get to that. And you just have to keep jumping to the systems you can actually get to. And as you continue to jump to the systems you can actually jump to, you'll get close enough to where you can jump to the system you're actually trying to go to. And once you're in one of these systems, you're going to want to be going around and scanning all the different planets and finding a planet with a high level of fauna. That's going to be all the different living creatures you're going to be killing for all this experience. Once you find one, go land basically anywhere on that planet. You don't want to be landing at a point of interest because you don't want to be fighting any human enemies. You just want to be fighting creatures. And then once you land on that planet, you're basically just going to go around and kill any creature you find. Now they're all going to be in a level range. They're going to be kind of random. Some creatures will be low level, some creatures will be high level like the system you're in. And higher level creatures, even if they're like much smaller, weaker creatures, are going to give you a lot more experience. And one of the best parts about this is that almost all the creatures in the game are melee. Not a lot of them actually have ranged attacks, and that's one of the main reasons you want to farm creatures over humanoids. Because it seems with them getting higher level, the main thing that's scaling is their damage. That also seems to be similar in the difficulty you're choosing for the game. And if you're somebody like me, I don't want to lower my difficulty. Currently playing on very hard, and I don't want to lower it to easy to go farm experience. So especially if you're somebody like that, you don't want to lower your difficulty at any point in the game. Farming creatures is going to be much easier because you can just continue to jump away instead of a ranged enemy that'll just be able to almost instantly kill you at this high level. And on a lot of these planets, there's going to be creatures just running around everywhere, so you're going to have a much easier time finding the creatures to kill to get the experience than if you were just going to point of interest to try to kill all the humanoid enemies there. And you can also level up your skills pretty easily doing this, especially if you're going into any of the combat skills. So killing enemies with that weapon type to level up the skill is much easier doing this. And I would also recommend having a companion with you and giving them a decent weapon with some ammo to use. It seems like companions do some ridiculous damage, and if you give them a decently accurate long-range weapon, they will usually help a lot more than if they're using like a close range weapon. And that's basically all you're going to need to do to get a ton of experience and levels early on in the game. You're just going to find a higher level star system, jump to it, find a planet with a lot of fauna on it, go on that planet and start farming all of the creatures there for some really good experience. Now this is going to start to get worse as you level up more, because the highest star system I've seen is like level 70. So you do have a long ways to go before this starts to get worse. But especially early on in the game, levels are very important and very strong, especially if you want to go explore all the different systems in the game. You do need to go into a lot of these skills. But that's all I want to go over. So thanks for watching.